Thank you for your interest in joining the Piggly Wiggly Alabama Distributing Company team as a warehouse order selector. We offer competitive pay as well as exceptional health benefits for full-time employees. Building on its 100-plus years of grocery business, Piggly Wiggly Alabama Distributing Company is a 1 million square foot facility that distributes to over 270 stores in Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Tennessee. On a weekly average, our warehouse currently receives about 12.8 million pounds of product and ships roughly 600,000 cases. These cases ship on one of our weekly 400-plus outbound loads. Our warehouse consists of 3 major departments: the grocery department, the produce department, and the freezer department. Within these 3 departments, product is received into our inventory. It is then hauled by a machine operator and put away in a reserve slot for temporary storage. As product is ordered by our customers, it is then let down from the reserve slot and put into the pick slot and made available for our order selectors.
I'm Kwame Felder. I'm an average puller on the floor. I'm also an exercise leader and a trainer. I pick on the floor certain days, I train certain days. A typical work day is for me is basically coming in, getting my jack ready, getting my pallets, getting on my headset at a certain time. Like, you have to be on your headset at a certain time. But when you do get on your headset, you pick up your order and you start pulling. Once you learn it, it's easy, it's not hard. The main thing is knowing how to stack your cases and be able to learn the warehouse. Like, when I stack down my middle and I stack all my heavy stuff on the outside.
You can work as a selector here, but as time passes by, you can move up as a forklift driver, as a loader, and there's a lot of benefits here too.
I started here originally when I was 18, and I'm 37 now. It's been a good job for me. I like working in the warehouse. It's fast-paced, keeps me busy all the time.
I still remember my dad telling me that I would never stay down here. And here it is, 21 and a half years later, and I'm still here working with a pig and enjoying every minute of it.
This will give you a general idea of the job duties associated with the order selector's position. As an order selector, you will undergo a 90 working day probationary period in our grocery warehouse. You will be assigned an experienced trainer for the first 2 weeks to help you understand and get a feel for the position and machinery involved. During this time, you will learn how to safely perform the selection tasks to eventually meet our 100% company performance standards. Using voice selection equipment, order selectors voice in customers' orders with Talkman unit and a headset. They then make note of the pallet paging location and begin the selection process. The order selector safely maneuvers the pallet jack within the aisles and begins to select and palletize cases onto the pallet. The Talkman unit will instruct the selector to select cases from the labeled pick slot. Accuracy is important as it ensures the correct product is being delivered to the store as ordered.
Well, basically today we're going to be discussing about how to get on a headset, how you start the day up to get an order pull. So the first thing you want to do is you want to pair your headset. You'll hold this button down on your headset until it turns red and blue. When it turns red and blue, you'll go to your phone where it says Gen Pair, hit Gen Pair. Most of the time when you come in to work, you're not the only one using this phone, so you have to exit that out to make sure that you're not pairing it up from the other headset from yesterday. So I exit that out, hit yes. I take my headset, and it make that noise. It'll ask you, did you run on Bluetooth? You hit yes on it. Now you're ready to work. It said paired, the green light will come on. Now, the thing about pulling an order is your headset is basically telling you what slot to go to. So if it's in you the slot, Bravo 631, before you can physically grab that case, you have to call out that check digit number, which is 014. If it tell you to pick one, you grab one. But one thing about pulling is you always want to make sure you pay attention to the product that's on the pallet. Because if you're not paying attention to the products on the pallet, you can grab the wrong case. Sometimes the night before, we might clean up and it might be a case that was not on the right pallet and they might sit it on the wrong. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to the product that you're pulling every night.
Safely maneuvering the pallet jack through the aisles and to the pick slot, selectors will be palletizing the different size cases and fill the orders of the customer. The product is then wrapped to prevent damage during the selection process.
I supervise a crew of about 76 to ship grocery throughout the Southeast. As far as the impact, when we can't ship, a lot of the stores that we service kind of have to do without, and that's the problem. It's just imagine you go into the grocery store and there's nothing on the shelf. That's the result of us not being able to get this out. We have to get it out on a daily basis because everyone that you know and I know shops at a grocery store. I have made it a career. I've been here for 29 years. I started, just like everyone else, as a floor selector, and I have made my way up to this position as a department head of grocery shipping. So if I can do it, I think anyone can do it.
Order selection is a hands-on physical operation. It involves lifting, bending, twisting, reaching, and plenty of walking. So performing the job safely is very, very important. Please keep in mind that our supervisors can always reassign a trainer for you if you feel you require additional training. It is important to us that you feel you can perform the job with confidence in a safe and effective manner. When the customer's order is complete, the pallets are wrapped to prevent any product damage during transportation. The customer order sticker is then placed on the wrapped pallet for identification. The completed pallets are then taken to the staging location as the order selector noted at the beginning of the order. The pallets are then scanned electronically onto the load and then physically loaded onto the trailer. When the customer load is completed, the outbound load is then transported to our customer. Once arrived at the store, the product is displayed and made available to the customer.
I am Jerry McCann, president of Piggly Wiggly Alabama Distributing Company. We're a co-op warehouse which is owned by the operators who own our grocery stores. We have over 260 stores and we have 102 operators, which we call operators, but they're really the owners and stockholders of our company. First of all, I'd like to thank y'all for considering to come to work for Piggly Wiggly. Piggly Wiggly is an excellent place to work. You will enjoy being here, and hey, we're a big company but we have a small company atmosphere, so everybody's part of the family. It's a very good, rewarding job. People that sit down to eat do not realize how the grocery store or the supermarket or food chain evolves in the United States. The United States is extremely good at taking merchandise from the farm, taking it to a processor, then taking it to a warehouse, then delivering it to the stores, and let the people in the United States have the biggest variety of groceries and food of anywhere in the world. When I started with the company, we were doing $266 million a year. We're going to do right under $900 million this year. You will be part of a very dynamic team that will work very hard to feed the American people. And if you ever have any questions or anything, my door is always open. Please come and say hello to me, and thank you for considering coming to work for Piggly Wiggly.
That concludes this informational video. We hope you found this video useful and it gave you a general idea of the job duties of an order selector. We also enjoyed giving you, the applicant, a better understanding of how our warehouse works.